Hi everybody, we're working on our article here and I want to lead you through the process that I would go through if I was a student working on this article assignment. So I already have a topic in mind and I'm starting to get some ideas down on paper. So I'm going to go and start a folder maybe on OneDrive or maybe your Google Drive if you want, and I'll maybe create a folder for this course. If I don't have one already for this course, I'll create one. And then I'll open a blank piece of paper and we'll just call this my topic is about passive solar buildings, so I'll call it passive solar article, so that I have a name for it so it's easy to find. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, and there's many different ways, but I'm trying to structure or I'm trying to organize or plan out my writing. I don't just open up a piece of paper and start writing my first sentence. I have a plan or a structure first. And I like to use tables. Some people use Roman numerals, but you'll see what I use is tables, and I kind of use a coloring format. So I'm going to just insert a simple table. It's just one row with two columns. And in my first cell, I will put the title. And remember, it's hopefully more than just one word. I'm either asking a deep question or have a full enough title that it's going to create an article that's very focused, and each paragraph should point back to this first cell right here. So here's what I'm trying to argue, or my point. Canadians should build passive solar greenhouse additions. That's what this article is about. I'm trying to convince Canadians to build little additions on the side of their house that are greenhouses. So that's my idea there. And now, what are my big points? What are the big points that are going to support this argument? The first thing I probably should do is explain what passive solar additions are. So what are passive solar additions or buildings? Maybe another big point, I need to talk about the construction materials because they're very unique. Now, what are the benefits for these additions? And I'm thinking about food and energy. So another one might be costs. What are the costs associated? So I think that's a good start for now. I have 4 big ideas that support why Canadians should build passive solar greenhouse additions. And so I can see I have 4 big ideas here. So I'm going to create another table, and it's going to be 4 rows, again 2 columns. So 2 columns, 4 rows. And then what I do is I come to this first point and I highlight it, and I'm going to turn it blue, and then I copy that and I paste it twice. I'll paste it once here in this cell and I'll get rid of the bullet. Okay, so this becomes a major point now. What are passive solar additions or buildings? So I'll paste again over here in this column, and I can change this first bullet now. And so I'm thinking of big ideas that focus on this topic here. And so I can change this. Maybe I need to explain the science behind the passive solar concept. And I'm going to have to use a hyperlink there because this is probably new and fresh information. So I'm going to hyperlink to where I learned this. And so in this right-hand column, I'm just adding notes. These are just big ideas. Really anything that comes into my head I put into these bullets. Sometimes I keep the bullets, sometimes I don't, but really I'm brainstorming here, putting down anything that pops into my mind. So maybe I need an image here to show how this science works. Maybe I want an image here. Current examples from passive solar buildings, and again with hyperlinks. So because this is new information, this passive solar additions, not many people know about it, I've got lots of hyperlinks to support in this first paragraph. Okay, now I'm going to go to the second point, highlight basic construction materials. I'm going to turn this orange, copy it, again paste it in here into both columns, and get rid of the bullet here. Now, what basic construction materials am I talking about? Non-reflective glass. I'm going to double the insulation or the R value, maybe use some straw bales here. Can talk about the water system and what features are going into the water system materials, and maybe the airflow and the ventilation. And that's pretty much it for that topic there. And I'm going to go up again, highlight the next one. It's the benefits about food and energy. Highlight that, turn it green. Again, come down here and paste in both columns. Get rid of the bullet. Okay, what do I mean by the benefits? How is this a benefit as far as food and energy goes? Okay, passive solar additions can supply heat to an existing home. And then again, I need hyperlinks. That's probably new information, so I want to support that. I can grow vegetables all year. That will help me reduce trips to the store. I don't have to go to the store as much. And this reducing the shipping so that people don't have to ship food to stores if I'm eating my own food, so I'm reducing my carbon footprint as well. And then plants inside the home also cleans the air inside my home. And that's all I can think of for this topic. And now I'm on the last topic here. Highlight the costs. I'm going to turn it purple, copy that, paste it here in both columns, get rid of the bullet. Okay, what am I talking about? Costs. Maybe I need price lists for this edition, how much it's going to cost to build the edition. Maybe there's some government grants and I need hyperlinks to where I can learn about government grants to reduce costs. Maybe I need some real examples of costs and buildings. Probably will need some links in there as well, maybe. And then some long-term cost benefits, how it's going to reduce cost in the long term. So what I've done in a very short amount of time is I've created a structure or a plan for my piece of writing, and each row is its own topic or paragraph. Now maybe it's one paragraph or maybe it's two paragraphs. I'll take this blue topic. Maybe I can do it all in one paragraph or maybe two, but I'm still creating a structure. And once I'm finished talking about this blue topic, about the solar additions, I move on to my next topic. I'm not going to repeat myself. And that's always a big problem in writing, is people going back and they're lost and they're talking about topics multiple times. When I create this structure, especially when I color it, it keeps my paragraphs very focused, and I know each paragraph is pointing back to the main topic because of the coloring process I went through. So I know it's all on topic and I'm not repeating myself. Now, I'm going to create a closing paragraph here. Now, oftentimes we just summarize or repeat what we've said before. I don't want to do that. Okay, in my closing paragraphs, I want to give these people, my readers, a real challenge here, or what's the next logical step that people should take after reading this, or what's a deep thought to consider. Okay, again, don't just repeat what you've already said. So in a very short amount of time, I have a really nice structure for my writing. It builds confidence because I know I'm not going to get lost. I have a good plan. Maybe I'll take this first row where I have my big idea, and this will become my introductory paragraph or my opening paragraph. I'll highlight this main idea and then touch on some of these bullet points here, and then I'm ready to jump into section 1. And I could even use little subheadings if I want. For the blue section and the orange section and the green section, I might use little subheadings. I don't have to if I don't want to, but I could. And then I turn these blue bullets into full sentences and full paragraphs. This could be one paragraph here, or it might be two, but there's a section right there, and there's another. Here's the orange section about construction materials. I'm not going to get lost, and you know, when I start now, I don't even have to start at the very beginning. I can start wherever I want. Maybe I want to start with this green section. Okay, and I'm not going to get lost. I'll turn these bullets into paragraphs in this green section, and then maybe I'll jump to the blue section, and I can even move them around. But I know I'm not going to get confused or start talking about or repeating things because I have a very clear plan right here. I've thought about the close, and I'm going to challenge in some way. And so I really encourage you to use this strategy to plan out your writing and then begin the writing process right below this table right here. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll talk to you next time.